We're on.
Good morning, everybody.
Wow.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Is this the Mondayest Tuesday we've had in a while, or what?
Wow. I mean, literally, wow. What a weekend for everybody.
What a weekend! Labor Day weekend ended up being, I won't quite go as far as say crisis, but it's been a rough one for town. So, obviously, the entire community was without power at one point, and that storm was rough.
Wow. Kudos whoever was on the river and got off the river safely.
Yeah, there were some real terrible stories coming out of the little boating world about some accidents and things that happened. And
well, I know there was notifications, get off the river, but obviously when you're on the river, you're not really looking
And then
at
it takes
your
time to
phone.
get your boat out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I don't know. I'm sure most people have seen, but if you haven't, check out this video Jeff shot of some of the damage that happened up on the Parkway. And I believe a similar thing happened down on Miracle Mile. But look at this.
And it was just pole after pole after pole, all the way down to from Laughlin Ranch to Silver Creek. Almost every pole was down.
And if I understand correctly, some of those people up there are still without power today, up in that community. So, yeah, look at that. My goodness.
Shout out to our linemen.
Could you imagine being on the road when that happened? And if I understand, there were no injuries, right?
No injuries reported.
I have not heard anything of injuries
Just
off
imagine,
the river or on the
yeah,
roads.
cruising down the Parkway, low visibility, and then, basically every power pole on the road fell down. So
we had a lot of heat-related injuries, not injuries, but heat-related calls due to the fact that nobody had air conditioning, But as far as like the storm goes, no injuries. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, really wild. Jeez, look at that.
And that's Laughlin Ranch there. That's one of the big poles, too. That's the big steel, metal, poles in the ground that actually came up to
they
the...
said 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost feel like it was about a 10-minute window that just came through and
destroyed. Our store up there was open, and the parkway was basically closed. You could come up from Laughlin into the store, but you couldn't go down the other way.
Right.
And so I don't know. I don't think we have any pictures of that, but at one point when I went home, there was traffic as far as I could see, bumper to bumper. From Vito's is a landmark for me. So.
Yes,
we know that.
From my second home.
Basically, Vito's, as far as I could see into town, heading south, was bumper to bumper, and that was coming this way. So they could have. There's nowhere to go. It was just so many people.
You get in between those streets and you can't get off.
That was
listen,
a really
shout
out
cool
to these guys.
Picture, wow.
Yeah, I believe that picture's from a couple months ago, but
some of the crewmen.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. I know that, in people's frustration, they've kind of, lashed out a little bit at the electric company. But I think we all realize that you can't do anything about a storm like that. And these guys have done a hell of a job getting power back on as quickly as they did for most people. So
Matt Cray said he was on the road when it happened. How can he share his video with us? You can post it in the chat.
Yeah, look, you can post it in the chat. Please. Or just tag Jeff in it, and Jeff can find it. Some of the videos I think we have a couple other pictures too, Jeff.
Yeah, we do.
Have been just crazy. I saw the one down in Palo Verde.
This is the storm actually coming in. This is right before it hit. You can see the dust.
And it's just dirt.
And it is just dirt, dust. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone in Kingman post about a haboob coming in. Isn't that what it's called? A haboob?
Yes.
A haboob, yeah.
And then I
that's
saw,
wild.
I think
Great
it was,
pictures.
I think it was Sean Hammond was posting some pictures of a storm rolling in. And I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, we often just think it's going to circle us. No, it's not coming to us.
Well, how many times does it circle us? I can't tell you how many times I sat
goes
there
right around.
watched this thing just hit the mountains and go around us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, boy, this was a doozy. I sat there in my house, and at one point, so my garage, I look out my front door, my garage is a wall like this, and it was bone dry on my little walkway and pouring rain. It was just blowing so fast that it wasn't even hitting that spot. It was a wild one. So do you have that picture? I think it's Palo Verde. That tree fell on their mailboxes.
Again,
I don't have that picture.
For everyone able to make it safely home and safely, to where they needed to be. The
Probably
most
didn't send
current-
because how bad the internet and
Yeah.
cell phone service has
That's
been
exactly
this
what-
whole time.
You know, it kind of reminds you to come up with a plan. So at this
Yeah.
point, you know,
I
with my
sent it in the
family,
group
I was
text.
thinking like, you kind of think, oh, I'll just text them. Oh, I'll just tell them. But you couldn't really get calls to anyone.
No.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, where's our plan to meet if we are in, you know, you kind of,
Hey, so I don't know what
better
I should.
disaster plan.
I don't know how I should feel about this, but I was like, man, I got my power back on. Get in the air, you know. I got, you know, my kids
Yeah.
are with their mom, and I got 2 extra rooms, you know, whatever. And I hear nothing from anybody, and I thought, dang, I'm
No one
nobody,
likes
damn.
Everybody's
and I thought,
fine.
shoot,
huh?
maybe I didn't have service and it didn't go
No,
out. But
speaking of that, I mean, in reality, the nice thing that you again seen was the community really come together.
Yeah.
You know, we have the open spaces, Sunrise Elementary, Fort Mojave Fire Station, Mojave Valley
and I
Fire
believe
Station,
most people are not in school
River
today.
Valley High School, Lake Havasu Police Department. So all open doors to, you know, be a safety
Yeah.
space for
Get out
air,
of the heat.
water.
You know, out here, and I believe it's supposed to be like 114 again today.
yeah.
Another hot one.
Yeah, out here I mean, it's a different crisis. You know, everywhere has situations, but
Yeah.
the heat is in and of itself a situation you'd be aware of. So,
Yeah.
huge shout out to I saw a lot of businesses trying to open up. You were telling me about Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware was able
I'm
to
sure
be
many
open in
others
the dark.
did, but
Sam's Club, I know, has done some great donations around town.
Yep, and you know, city police. And like I said, you can't really emphasize. I have some friends who work at MEC, and they brought people from all over. Unisource.
Well, and you know, those men, they work in the heavy suits, so they're not even, you know, I mean, they're out there 12 hours. I believe they come, you know, work in shifts of 12 and then are able to sleep for 8. But they're away from their families. Their families are worried about them. They're
Holiday
dressed
weekend,
in,
half of them
yeah,
probably
you know,
weren't home.
jeans, boots, and
Well, they're worried about their families too because their electricity was out
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. So.
They're out there worried.
But anyway,
Again.
guys, if you can, just keep in mind that although no one's trying to diminish how hard it is for you if you're dealing with being out with power, this and that, but I promise you they're working on as fast as they can. I just saw a thing that Miracle Mile is closed. Stay off of there. There's people working. There's reports of people trying to cut through there and this and that.
Sunrise
You
Vista's out
just
till
need to sacrifice a
9/11
little
probably.
bit. Yeah, and if I saw correctly, Fox Creek, Laughlin Ranch, some of those communities are expected to get power back
As well as
sometime
out of
midday
water,
today.
some
So
of those places.
yeah, so be a good neighbor, be a good community, help people out, do what you can. If you have any input or current information, feel free to leave it in the chat, and we'll try to get it out there as best we can. And we'll just use this chat to keep people informed if need be. We'll keep an eye on it, but by all means, keep updated information coming in. So.
Yeah.
In other news, the RV still had their fireworks. And you have
They
a-
did.
Still had their
They
fireworks.
did. I'll
well,
tell
and
ya,
thankfully
so-
to Laughlin, if anyone made it over to Laughlin, you could get food, you could get gas,
well,
you could get, you
could
know.
stand in line for food.
It was
and
a
gas.
line. It was a line for sure.
So
but
this is actually pretty funny. My daughter, so my ex-wife was freaked out, came and got my son to help her
Help.
with the storm.
yeah.
And my daughter stayed with me, and we ended up going up, sitting on top of the hill, eating our dinner out the back of my truck, watching the fireworks.
Yeah, that's great.
It was kind of cool that the Avi still had their fireworks. You could still see all the lightning in the background
Yeah.
and the fireworks. It was pretty cool if you made out for that. And hopefully you came home to an air-conditioned house, but I did not.
yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
Most
I
people
did not.
didn't.
So, yeah, guys, hang in there, help each other out. Like I said, be neighborly. I know that you know, we are not typically the most neighborly people
No, but I know-
nowadays, but you know, help each other out. You'd be surprised.
Definitely the elderly community. A lot
Yeah.
of them live alone. So if you know anyone who does, you know, it's probably reach out to them.
Yep,
I got a little
absolutely.
cold sinus.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Bring them water.
I guess scoot over a little
I
bit.
know. Building a wall. Building a wall.
Yeah. So, other than that, we hope everybody enjoyed what they could of their Labor Day. Like I said, we opened up and it was tough. I think we're actually without water at our used car center right now. So
Yeah.
bear with us as we get through that. We're trying to get some help, but you figure all the resources are stretched right now. Everyone's trying to repair something. There's, you know, everybody's got something going on. So
Well, yeah, if you saw the gas lines yesterday as people were waiting and I'm assuming
Yeah.
leaving town, that was pretty wild.
you know, that couldn't have been the worst timing either. Yeah, we had all
Yeah.
those people in from out of town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not-
Well, look at the traffic on the
Man.
95 here. It was backed up all the way to
Yeah.
Fort Mojave. If you can see this photo here, I mean, it was both lanes blocked all the way to Fort Mojave.
So
So
I
it's-
actually went into
That's
work yesterday morning to make
wild.
sure we had power and all that other stuff at the news store, and had to drive all the way around Laughlin, and then all the way back to get home.
Yep.
I'm
And,
not gonna lie, I
just
did
drove
not leave
going,
my house.
Relax, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
Relax, it's
it's
not that
okay.
big a deal.
I did too.
I got to practice what I preach. Like, it's real easy to be like, yeah, and then you get in the moment of yourself. You're like, this is such BS. You know?
My son
So,
was on the road and he's like, "It's traffic." I'm like, "Hello, kid, take the back way." He's like, "Yep, okay, doing it." Like,
Yep.
you should get off the highway. We know the back roads.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough one for sure. So, again, guys, feel free to chime in, send any pictures, whatever updates, and we will try to keep this chat. We actually were a little surprised. I didn't see any updates in the last like 10 hours. So
Yeah,
I don't know
I've
if they're
tried to
gathering
look.
information or what's going on. I know that, like I said, there's some community still out, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's a rough one. So
it's rough.
hang in there, guys. We're almost through it. And again, thanks MEC and Unisource, all your linemen out there. We can't
And our
do it
water
without
guys,
power.
all the water
Yeah.
guys are out there trying to get that going.
I wanted to show this video. We had a lot of people in town, and this is the day that the storm hit. Look how many people were hanging out at Community Park.
Oh boy.
Look at how crowded it was. And
I
luckily,
wonder how many easy ups ended up in the river.
Oh my gosh!
well,
can you imagine?
actually a lot.
Yeah,
there was
I
a
bet.
lot.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Well, and
But-
the storm happened around 6:30, so you're kind of still maybe cleaning up from the river, getting
Yeah.
moving, but you're still out there.
Still
so
out
I am
there.
sure everyone was like, "Oh crap!"
Did it hit that late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did.
What
Yeah,
a
so you can
doozy.
see the river was pretty packed.
Well, and
when
it came in fast too, so it wasn't like you kind of saw the stormy clouds maybe if you were paying attention.
You know,
if
and I'll tell you,
weren't-
that was probably the most lightning I've seen in a
Yeah.
long time.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. I saw some pictures and video of lightning, and it was like, it's kind of scary.
What
Yeah, it
is
was.
going on here?
Yeah, what the hell am I going to do in my little house when that lightning?
I know.
oh
Just
my
don't go
gosh.
outside when it's like that.
Great
Yeah,
reminder
no.
to come up with a plan with the people you live with and the people that you love.
Yeah.
That's right.
And,
Yeah.
we don't know. Hopefully, this is the tail end of our monsoon season, but make some plans and provisions so that you're not, in a bad spot in the future.
Yeah.
Everybody with RVs and generators
I
is sitting
know.
there living like
I'm
kings.
like, listen,
so
we got water, we got
the only
air.
thing I can say is I already had steaks and marinade, and I had propane. So as soon as the wind stopped, I went out and grilled, and me and my daughter had ribeyes out on the tailgate of the truck and watched the
Listen,
fireworks.
that's a great plan.
And we didn't really have anything else, but we had that and watermelon was all we had, and so it was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Well,
Yeah.
my everything in my house is electric, so we were out of luck. So we ended up at Denny's in Laughlin.
Yeah, I always have charcoal and I always have propane. And,
My husband was at work, and he's the barbecue.
I'm not going to talk
me.
about my generator.
I do
Wasn't
not
serviced.
barbecue.
So
Wasn't
Jeff
ready.
had the generator and wasn't ready to go.
No.
I don't know what's worse, not having one or having one and having it not ready.
Yeah,
you know?
my
Well, it had bad
brother-in-law
gas
was
in
like,
it.
"My generator's
It's my
electric
fault.
start, and it wouldn't start." I'm like, "Your generator's electric? You have to plug it in." He's no electric start, but it wouldn't start. I'm like, "Well, that sounds
yeah.
like you better go back to the old school pole."
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mine was
So,
due to bad gas, so
Yep.
I should have serviced it before. That's my fault.
Dang
Yeah.
it. Well, again, we don't often really get the storm.
No, we're pretty fortunate out here. So, again, guys, hang in there, help each other out. What else we got going on this week?
Oh man, we got the Community Achievement Awards coming. We have Jackie and Val on Thursday's show, so that should be good and entertaining. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's good to get believe you were a nominee for an award.
Yeah, I believe
Yay.
you were.
I don't know. That's a rumor. I don't know
I would
about that.
high five to you, but might
Well,
not
congratulations.
I'll do the wave.
Even
Good
if you
job.
don't win.
be. Listen, I will be honest. Even if you don't win, just to be nominated for these things is pretty impressive.
That's right.
So Findlay's been nominated several times, and I believe once you win, you don't get nominated again, or they can nominate, but it doesn't matter.
Just kind of.
But it's kind of cool to be recognized. I'm not even sure. I feel bad. Whoever nominated me, I don't know what for. So I
I
was
don't
like,
even
"Thank
think
you."
that. I don't think that you find out who nominated you.
Yeah, I don't know,
It's a
but
surprise.
it was pretty cool and much appreciated. And hopefully, maybe we'll
Yeah.
see you in the finals. I don't know.
I know. Well, luckily we're in two different categories.
Or
So
else
that's
I'd
good.
have to try to bribe someone to beat you. You know,
Listen, who would you be buying pizza for?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I got to figure out who the judges are first. I
Vito's.
guess, but yeah, maybe Vito's is on the panel, and I'll just be a leg up. You know, so
Shoot.
that's
Way to-
exciting. So
yeah.
today is my baby boy's birthday.
Oh, it's his
Ah.
birthday? What are you guys going to
Go to football practice.
Oh, gosh.
Probably go to football practice in Vito's, not
Yeah, dinner after for
yeah.
sure.
You know, it's
Listen.
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
sure.
man,
I'm
is
sure his
that
mom would do
why?
something nice for him, but you know, in my world, in his world, it's just kind of business as usual. You
Yeah.
know, we always are right in the middle of football season every birthday, and
Yeah, you are. Probably the
yeah.
rest of his
I'm
life.
not buying him squat either. I got him a car. So
That's pretty, yeah.
don't
That's
a
pretty
forget,
nice-
son,
legit.
a nice
you got
gift.
a car last month, so that was your birthday gift.
That's your birthday. Don't be expecting
Maybe I'll put
nothing.
some gas
Yeah.
in or something because he doesn't have a job.
You'll get dinner. Be happy.
Yeah.
Wait till, then comes the insurance and the gas. It's like you get the
yeah.
car and now you just have like, I need gas money.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a community spotlight coming out later today, and that's going to be with Air Methods. Or,
Is that
I'm
coming
sorry,
out today?
Classic Air.
Classic Air. I'm sorry.
Go.
Classic Air. Yeah, that's coming out today.
Listen, I haven't seen any sneak peeks of that, but I did see you guys in helicopter helmets.
Yeah, that's the sneak
Yeah,
peek.
we didn't want to give it away. We want it to be a surprise for everybody. So
Listen, I'm sure that they were very busy this weekend. Kudos to them. We got to spend a little time with Classic Air, and I kind of, pictured an hour. We'll be in there an hour, And we spent about 3 hours with them. So kind-hearted, amazing people, lots of laughs,
Man,
lots
you
of
talk about a service that you really want at the,
yeah,
you don't think about it until it's a life or death situation.
absolutely.
And you have them. So
And when you see some pictures, it's pretty impressive how they get a full body length
person in the helicopter.
in the
yeah.
helicopter with three people basically, the
pretty
pilot
tight fit,
and two.
right?
Yeah, it's so impressive, and I mean what they can do. In
Yeah,
there
all the
is
tools that they
wild.
have. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I can't wait to see it, Jeff. I'm really excited, and
it's gonna be a good one. So look forward to
yeah,
it.
I'll tell you, you guys have been killing on these spotlights. You guys
Thanks.
have had some really fun ones.
Yeah, it's been
The
good.
community is really kind of reaching out to us now, and we're kind of moving into bigger things. Super excited. I mean, the end result is we get to spotlight
Local businesses.
local businesses.
That's what it's all about.
But I will tell you, my life is pretty much changed every Thursday and every spotlight by these people. So thank you for
Yeah.
allowing us
I
to
heard
come
there's
and
an
visit
exciting one coming up. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so we'll keep it quiet.
my
But it sounds like there's a
gosh.
cool one
you.
coming
I
up,
can't
huh?
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Sure.
wait.
Has to do with
How come you
animals.
never invite me on the cool ones? You know?
Sorry.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just gave it away.
Might be an animal or two in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have another one coming out with Melody's insurance place. That'll be coming out later in the week.
Oh my gosh! So that should be a funny one. So anyone who knows Melody knows that this will not be a normal community
Yeah.
spotlight.
It's kinda-
It is
it-
an
yeah.
extremeness of you don't even know what's coming.
It's a good one though.
Oh
And I'll
my
tell
It
you,
was fun.
her shop looks great. It was so cool to see everybody come out, and especially because a lot of those people that were there, she had supported
Yeah.
in their process getting where
Absolutely.
they are. And,
Right.
So
The one thing
very
that's really
fun.
cool about
The food was
Melody
good. I was
is
excited about that.
it was really good. Traveling Bistro.
Shout out Traveling
Yep.
Bistro. Pulled pork.
Is when you get to when you are so involved in the community, the nice thing is it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see so many people there supporting her because she's really one of those people who's always out there doing something.
Yep.
True.
She's too
Again,
ambitious.
shout out to our community.
Yeah.
Even
oh,
we even got
absolutely.
Shane there. It was
I know.
pretty exciting.
That's how
Yeah.
much I like Melody. I actually went to
Yes.
Supports
ribbon
her.
cutting. So.
I
He
agree.
supports her.
I feel bad now because I saw everybody and they're like, "Oh, is it?" I thought, "Oh man, now they make me feel
Now
guilty."
you have to go to a few more.
Yeah, you have to go to every one.
So,
I'm always
let me
like,
know which
he's
ones.
he's
Let me know
at
which ones are
football.
catered. I'll go to those ones.
Note to self: they all feed us.
Well, you know.
Well, I guess the events at night. Well, see, Melody did. She was great. She did a ribbon cutting and the little nighttime thing. She did at 4
Yeah.
and not 12, so everyone could come. Food was there. I mean,
Yep.
it's just a
Absolutely.
It's a good one.
a
Yeah.
great time for the community to get together.
And if anybody out there has some ideas for us, or they want us to come out and showcase their business, let us know.
Yeah, we we have kind of done some of those where we parlayed an opening to a community spotlight, things like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we really do want to support people and help everyone be successful, and that goes back to believing that if you give, you receive, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
And we
Yeah.
believe that we have done that tenfold by now.
Yeah, and I just this community really does that. And when you're involved in it and you see it weekly, daily, monthly, it's really heartwarming.
Yep, absolutely.
Had a
Very
qu-
exciting.
had a
What a
question.
wild weekend.
Had a question. Where will it be at? The video will be up on Findlay's homepage on Facebook
Yeah.
and also YouTube. And the news channel will also highlight it.
We
so-
always put stuff on YouTube, and no one ever watches it on YouTube.
Yeah, but you
We're
got to
getting
keep
a few
going.
more views on there.
Yeah.
Try to get
Just a
people
few.
to go over and follow us.
I
But
know.
Subscribe, I mean.
It's weird though. Like we have a select audience on social media, but
Yeah.
YouTube nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll get
Is
thousands.
it a
of
little bit
views.
of an older space, the YouTube? I mean,
It's
Well,
more.
it's
It's more
the opposite,
organized. That's.
right? Like,
I mean, it's very
yeah,
easy.
Jeff really likes YouTube.
Well, because it's organized. You
Yeah.
can organize the videos in segments of whatever it's going on.
If you look on it, he has everything very organized on there.
It looks great. It's 10 times better than it was. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you, I actually like YouTube because kind of tie into Google. You get to steal some of that Google attention.
Yeah.
So
Well,
That's
and
right.
I would say it's probably the longest running platform, so you feel like it's never going to leave. You always wonder,
Isn't
like,
it weird
if
that-
Facebook leaves us, what are we going to do? Our pictures are all gone. Like, what
Isn't it
happens
Yeah, people
then?
worry about
that
that.
there's
Yeah.
not a YouTube, like there's no, what's the number 2 for YouTube? It's YouTube and then what?
It's YouTube. They're running with
Right.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like no one has been able to make a video platform that is even
Agreed.
competitive.
Yeah.
Just Facebook.
Check them out. Shout out to
Very odd.
YouTube.
Yeah. Evil organization. Oh, they heard me say that. They're gonna block us
Leaders. They might
now.
be the leaders
That's
of
why
the
we don't. Hey,
board.
that's why we don't get any YouTube views. I'm always talking crap about Google.
So we have John Wilson in the chat, and he's
Johnny Wilson.
Yeah, he says once all the storm conversation is over, I think we need Shane's pick of the week for the opening game of the NFL
Johnny Wilson.
season.
Look at
Who's the game of the
him.
week, John?
And it's going to be the Rams against the Bills.
Ooh, that's a rough one. I like the Bills. I know
that's
the
gonna
Rams
be
just won the
in
Super Bowl,
LA.
but
I'm going to have to go with Rams then.
well, if
Okay.
it's in LA, I wouldn't go against the home team because I feel like home team's that big. But man, I'll tell you, for the season, I really like the Bills. They might
Bills
be,
Mafia.
Yeah, they are insane.
Watch out.
Yep.
They got a team.
Absolutely.
You're going
Bills got
with the
tough
Bills?
defense.
So
Yeah.
We'll bet lunch on it.
looks like
You
Shane's
go
pick-
Rams, I'll go Bills.
looks like Shane's picking the Bills.
John Wilson, what do you got?
Johnny Wilson, game of the week.
This guy.
John,
We
you
got-
can
we
put
should
that
get
on
back to
social
it.
media. We should put it on here.
Yeah, let's get back to
We'll
it.
get John on here on Tuesdays and
Oh my! Oh,
Oh,
he
boy.
will. He'll out talk us both.
Yeah,
I know.
the
This
show
will
will
be
be
good.
about football, won't no longer Findlay.
'tis the season, you know. So
Tis the season. It's
Yeah.
football season. Even
But I-
my little niece, I was watching, like scrolling through something, and it like put all the helmets up, and she's like, "Football!" I was like, "Oh Lord, this is
Yes.
exhausting." I
does
better-
your son had a pick 6 in his game?
He did.
Wow,
I know.
nice.
You're funny. Like he could hear Christy down there. I often tell myself like, "Don't scream," but it's like in that moment, and you're just like, "Whoa!"
I don't know who was that. Your video, and all you just hear is Christy's voice screaming everything she has as he's running down the field. And I laughed. I thought he heard every single thing you said.
Yeah, he probably
It happens
did.
on the baseball field. I'm like, "Get a strike!" I don't know. And I'm like, "This is." Why don't I just shut up when I know it's a moment that is going to be watched?
In the moment.
I'm just listen. I'm that passionate about my people, my
And being
players.
a football person, it is the best when people are that excited.
Yes.
You know, like obviously all sports do this, but I feel like football does in a big way. Is it makes you feel.
Yeah.
Football makes you feel.
Yeah.
You know, like the ups, the downs, whatever. And
Well, we our prior game was not so good, so we had a great game, and it was just for my son. He's really having some good games, so that's pretty exciting. To watch the team succeed, to watch him succeed. Fun fact, really quick: my daughter always would be like, "Mom, she played soccer," and she'd be like, "Shh, be quiet! Like this is ridiculous."
She
And
screamed like you?
Yeah, no, not at all. She's like, "This, like, you're so embarrassing." And then I went to Havasu, and I didn't tell her I was coming one day, and so I'm sitting in the stands, and as soon as they start off, I'm like, "Rafael," and all of the players look, and they're like, "We knew she'd be here." I'm like, see, even though you say you don't like it, everyone's way. I've 25 years I've been screaming River Valley.
that's it.
And she
25
still
years.
Pretty
she
good
still
at
has
it.
her voice.
Yeah.
It
I didn't
don't
have a
sit by
voice.
me
Yeah.
if you don't want to hear
Yeah.
screaming and
Oh,
yelling,
yeah. So
no matter where we're at.
very exciting,
Yes,
fun stuff. So
it's
guys,
a whole new week for us.
It's a whole
Yep.
new week. We're going to try and get back to some type of normalcy. We actually got to go out and assess some storm damage and see
Yeah,
what
we
we
got
have to
some
fix
water
and
stuff.
replace. And I'm sure
I'm just
everybody
gonna
else
walk
does
out
too.
with my coffee and act like I know what I'm
We
doing.
know most of the kids aren't in school, so hopefully schools get up and running.
Yeah.
Do you have those, real quick, do you have those locations where people can seek some shelter? I know it's River Valley,
Yes.
Sunrise Elementary.
Sunrise, Fort Mojave Mesa Fire Station, Mojave Valley Fire Station, River Valley High School, and Lake Havasu Police Department.
Yeah, so.
Gets help if you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and again, hopefully.
Again, shout out to everyone who has donated to those places and facilities because it sounds like they have, and to everyone in town to watch everyone say like, "Hey, my power's on, come join me. Hey, I got water back on."
Yep.
Again,
Hang in there,
the
guys.
community's
They're
amazing.
wrapping up the last of it here today, and I know that The one community might be out another day, but
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of us have power and water, but there's still a lot of, and again, MCC,
Shout out to MEC.
Unisource, or MEC.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Be a good neighbor, and let's get through this thing.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys
We'll
Thursday.
see you back here on
See ya.
Thursday.
All
Thank
right.
you
Sounds
for being
good.
you.
Come on in.